Well, hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue, and I am from OML Embroidery, and today we're going to digitize bones. So, can everyone hear me? Okay, I'm sure you can. All good, Don says. Thanks for being on the ball, Don. He's downstairs stitching away with a couple of machines, so yay. Hi Misha, hi Isabel, hi Alicia, hi Lila. I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad everyone could make it. I see Chris Yost, howdy, and a lot of other names that come up, and I think that's just awesome. Isabel, Lise, oh my goodness. Robin, hello. Anne, hello. Shannon, hello. I see your name more and more often, Shannon, which is nice. What a great... Sue, you are my favorite YouTuber. Well, thanks, Don. I hope so. It's not Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie? No? Alright. Well, that's good. You're very funny, Don. Go back to work now, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're going to talk about bones. I just thought we could have oh, Cindy King. Hello. Hello. I saw that there's going to be an Anita Good design in 4 days. Is there a code we can use? I am working on that, Wendy. They did give me a discount code, but it appears to not be working. So I have sent out the email on the weekend, and I have yet to hear back. So I will follow up with that. Oh, lots of people here. Oh my God. Cindy says howdy, which is awesome. So are we ready to talk about dem bones? Dem bones? I can't wait. Bryce, thank you. It's just ideas that I have, and I thought, you know what? It's super easy to make bones. And we're still talking about shapes. None of that has changed. We're still talking about shapes. And this is a pretty easy way to make bones. Now, you can make them shorter and smaller. They don't have to be perfect circles. They don't have to be anything. You could make them thicker bones. And then we could stretch out this circle a little bit. And this is all that I'm doing here. So this is more of a maybe a cartoony bone. So I'm going to duplicate that. So D and pull it out. Maybe make it a bit smaller. I think I'll make the first one a bit smaller. And I'm just going to go ahead and place the rest. They do not have to be perfect. We do not need to have perfect bones. But this is all that I did. Now, of course, I'm going to go in and tweak a little bit. And there. Why not? Cross them over, overlap them just a little bit, maybe. Yeah, this one's way too big. This is a little arm bone or something. So it's kind of cool this way. And, okay, remember that what we have right now is not stitches. We are working in artwork, so we want to put stitches on it. So you can either merge them with stitches or without. And in this software, we right click and we're going to go to shaping and we're going to weld everything together. And look at what we have. We have a nice bone that's completely different from this long bone. And now we can fill it with stitches. So we're going to convert those outlines to complex fill. And if your software has it set up a little differently, that you don't do artwork when you start yours off, that's fine. Just do it all in stitches. That's what we know best anyways. I do not like that, so I'm gonna undo and leave it the way it was with an angle. So bones, everyone's talking about bones. Thread bone connected to the fabric bone connected to the stabilizer bone. Very nice, David. Thank you very much. That's awesome. But you can do the bones however you want, whatever size you want. You can see, there's a big difference between the thin one. This might be a leg bone, and this might be a neck bone or something. I know they don't look like that, but who cares, right? So once we have, you know, a different set of bones or one that you like to work with, I think I like this one just a little bit better. It just seems more in proportion, but that's okay. I designed this one to try something cool. So lots of things we can do with it. Look at that. Make your own lettering. And I just did this one freehand because it's easy words. So I just put them together. I made some duplicates here. Maybe I'll try it with the smaller one. I'll put that one back. Let's try with the one I just made and see what we think. Now I can stretch this out and it doesn't look good, so I'm going to go back on that one. So we might not have enough room for it. So, okay, all you have to do, look, it's all these pieces. So for the H, let's do Control D for duplicate. And whoops, where's my mouse? I lost my mouse. It's hard to see. Okay, I see it. So look, you can bring the benefit to doing a duplicate is that you can bring the bone to the size that you want. Maybe not the angle like I did, but I'm left click and holding, and I'm going to make a little bit of a smaller bone. And then this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy Control C and Control V, and so it'll be the same way. See how I did that? That's a lot easier to me anyways than doing it any other way. So let's copy and paste, or I guess I can just paste, and it's going to go where I took it from. And for the A, we just want to change the angle of it. And we are gonna, let's do copy, do paste. So you could create your own alphabets out of, you know, letters. And it doesn't have to be perfect. That looks really good. I'm gonna take this from here. Don't digitize extra stuff if you don't have to. This looks really good. Now that's a pretty stylish letter, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it. So it doesn't matter that this is shorter. Look, this A is smaller and it looks pretty good. And you know what? I just bent the bones around, and let me show you how I did the Y. It's kind of looks like it's merged. We could probably do it a bit better, but it'll still give you the idea of what I'm doing. That looks more like an X, so that's why I did it that way. But it's easy to do it. Let's go to copy and paste, and there we go. And we're going to go into node mode, edit nodes, sort of thing. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see it better. And what we're going to do, I'm going to leave the angle there, but I'm going to add a couple of points. And this is how we're going to make the letters sort of thing. We're going to make it work. The easiest way to do it, I just put a point there and a point there, and they're curved points. I'm going to left click and drag and create a bounding box over both. And once you do that, then you can do this. And we can play with our Bezier points here. I don't think that's right. Let's smooth, so I can have another Bezier point. Smooth. So, I mean, that's a start. You can also move these down if you think it's like too harsh sort of thing. You can move it down like this instead of it being up here. Do you see the difference? A little bit of playing involved here, but let's do it like this maybe. Try to get it in the middle. I don't know what this is, but you know, there we go. But see how you can do that? That was super easy. 2 points, select both of them. Node mode is reshape. Yeah, I'm sorry. I tried to say that. Or edit. Isn't it edit nodes in some software? Anyways, you guys will have to learn how to speak Suish, as Karina says. I have my own way of saying things. It kind of makes sense to some people, kind of not. Yeah, I'm trying to say it properly. Okay, so I squished that down. I'm going to make a copy of it. Copy and paste and put it over here. And then all I'm going to do is flip it. And that could be a very nice O. See how easy that was? That looks like an O. And you know what's even better? Change some of the colors. It doesn't have to be the same. So what I did for a guideline here is I picked a font with serifs. Now, what is a serif? It's these little parts. Instead of just straight up and down, it's this little part up here that is a serif. So it just made it a little bit easier and easy to do. And again, I'm not worried about precision because I think this A looks amazing. And all I did was lay the bones over the lettering. Obviously I didn't finish, but just to give you guys a basic idea. And that way when you do it, everything will be the same size, the whole bit. And I think it's really good. Now on purpose, again, I made the designs a bit shorter, a bit longer, a bit moving around. It seems to work just fine, and I put another one here for the P with the curve, or you can design it yourself like I did with the O. But why not make your own bone lettering? I think this would look spectacular on just about anything, and it's one of a kind original. You can make a bone as well, but your bone will be different from mine. So it is completely original to you. And it's actually a lot of fun. You could do duplicate and just put like a whole bunch down and then move them around. That might be easy. But yeah, pick a font, pick the size of the font that works, and just lay some bones over it. Then of course you delete the lettering or move the lettering, and that does not look like anything because I haven't finished it yet. But that's an easy way to, remember I'm always saying work with what you've got. And you have fonts in any software. This is the most common issue. Are we having troubles? Because I am reading excellent here. Excellent. Doo-doo. That was the thing I can't say the name of. So then I thought, you know what? Let's really have some fun with this. So what I did, and again, as always, I'm not encouraging you guys to copy anyone's designs, but if you're just making something, why not use it as a template? So this is just a dog design, and it comes with Perfect Embroidery Professional, but you could use any design or a shape. It just helps you figure out where to place the bones, and you don't have to be anatomically correct about it. Like, for example, I know that the bones of the spine do not look like that. I'm aware these are kind of funny looking ribs. I think I would actually like the ribs to be in satin stitches. But anyways, I just took just like a straight line and put a little bend in it. And then what to do for the skull, depending on the size, you can get detailed about it. But look, I just kind of made a rough outline, and that is probably not the greatest placement. You could put teeth in there too if you wanted. Make it all one piece. Like, it doesn't have to be anything too particular, but you get the idea of it, right? You really get the idea of it. Even if you just leave it like this, you still know that it's a skeleton dog. Why not? So these are just rectangles, and again, you don't even have to be even remotely accurate on it. I mean, a hip bone and shoulder bones, they're different shapes. you could figure out what they look like. Probably not at this angle. That might be difficult. Or what you can do is select the whole dog design and create an outline for it. So right click, create outline, and then move all of your pieces in one. So then you don't have the background. Sam came down and she looked and she said, wow, I love that. I love it with the shading behind it. So all you have to do to remember this is this dog and the shape of the dog and everything about it, other than the bones, is not your design. So you can't do something like this and then sell it, because the design still belongs to Dime. So just be aware of that. I think this is really cute. I thought of like a kitty cat sitting there, different things. You could even do a person and make skeleton out of something like that. And I think they look good. I would fiddle around with my skull bone. And you know what? You could even be really, really funny and do something like this. Copy and paste. Make a mess of my lines there. Why not make it a little bit smaller and make his ears like that? It just doesn't matter. I think it would look really cute. I'd have to resize that a little bit, but isn't that cute? Let's do another paste, because why not? It's a dog-ish, skeleton-ish, and everyone will know what the idea is. I think that's cute. It looks more like a bug right now, but I don't like the skull. I just whipped it off and then I got tired of it, so fiddle around with it. But ribs don't have to be realistic. Who made it? Danielle, thank you for making it. Yay, hello, and welcome. We're having fun with bones here. Dem bones. We did bones lettering and using a font as a guide. We made this space dog thing, which looks better over here, except for his face looks like a bird. That's what it is. It's a bird. All right, so that's just some ideas that you can be using shapes, and you can use what you have. So just remember the rules. That's it. So now we can do more things with bones. So I had a little bit of fun playing with them as motifs. And I thought, oh yeah, of course. I'll show you that big one in a minute. Because this is a classic. Why can't this be a motif for sure? So how did I do it? I took the bones that I made, still the same bone right from the beginning, and I made a copy of it and I pasted it, and then I went ahead and right click, and we're going to, you could either convert to run, that's one way of doing it, or you could create an outline. That is just as easy. Now that does not show up very well, so let's make it a little darker. Yes. So all I did was put an angle on it, and then I'm going to copy and paste, copy and paste, because we don't want to have to do that again. And then there we go. And that looks really good. Now my only problem is the difference between this one and this one is, first of all, jump stitches. Why? Because it does one bone and then the other. I would like it in one piece. It's going to make it stitch out even better. And that's what we want to do. Are we having troubles? Are we having trouble? No, it says excellent. I don't know. And so what we need to do to this is we want to, we don't want to convert it. We want to combine it and make it into one piece. And no, I think we need to merge it, don't we? We do. Where is my merge? Where is shaping? Convert to, there's more than one way to do it. How about we do it this way? create outline. I'm going to put it at 0. There's so many ways of doing everything. I think I just had one selected, didn't I? Ah, loser, loser. No, I'm not a loser. I just didn't do it right. So let's try that again. Let's do it a different way and see if it's still going to work. I'm not sure if remove overlaps would work, but that is another way. You could make them into fill stitches and then they would work that way. Yes, weld is the easy way. I'm just trying to try different ways. So, because some people can't find, you know, the weld, or they don't have weld. I know Hatch does and Embrilliance does. I'd have to find it on PEDesign 11. So I'm just trying to give like different ways of doing it. So you can always create an outline. I have both selected and it's going to create an outline, and then you see it's done. So you don't have to weld. You don't have to, you know, do anything fancy. Put your things together and design. So it's another way of doing it, and I think it's really handy. Now, we know we have one in and one out. It is one piece and it would stitch beautifully. So to create our motif, we have to remember our in and out points. Now, it doesn't have to be perfectly level. You can do it a little crooked if you want. I don't want it to look like a cross, but of course you can just change everything that you want to do. And I'm gonna pull out a guideline here because I want to make sure. Group or merge in PEDesign 11. Group doesn't put them together. Group just keeps them together. So that if I were to group these two bones, they're still separate objects, but if I clicked on one, they would move together as a group. So merge, yes, I'll have to look. I don't use it that detailed enough to remember offhand. So, but if you can't find merge, the whole idea of that exercise was that you can do outline. You can, you know, use what's available for you. They look like Jack's the Game. Well, they're scary, scary bones. It's not Jack's the Game. Yeah, they kind of do. So what we want to find here is our start and end points. And we want to, whoops, we don't want to do that. Although you can if you want to tweak it. Let's move in here and see where we are at. Oh, do you see what my problem is? Okay, so I'm looking for the start and end points. I did an outline, and you know what? There's no stitches. So what do we have to do? We have to make stitches. There's no start and stop points in an outline, in a graphic. So there you go. Let's convert it to run. There, now that's better. Now, this looks a little jagged because it's pretty small. So there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Yeah, it's not even an inch by an inch. How about we make it a little bit bigger than that? Now, the bigger you make it, you notice these are rounding out more. Why? Because they can get more stitch points in. And that's why you have to be careful when you make things smaller. Now for this one, you could adjust the stitch length a little bit, but it won't make any difference. So now we can go in and change the start and stop points. So my point of all that was, if it's not working the way that you want, think about it. I totally forgot that I need to convert it. So it just will help you get not get frustrated. So what did I do here? Well, this is our start and our stop point. I think I'll change my mind last minute, and I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to put it here. No. How is that going to go? Let me try this and see. I like to try different things. Need a skull on top of that. Yes, I know, but I'm going to have to figure out how to do skulls from shapes, and then we can put it together and make something super scary. I think I got it backwards here. Sometimes when you're making motifs, be patient and, remember to figure things out. Take your time. Remember what you need to do. So this one, if we were to, let's do the way it is. So copy and paste. If we were to do it the way it was, you see a jump stitch pointed out there. There's my stop point, and there's my start point, and there's no jump stitch. So what do we need to do? We need to make a little bit of space in between these. So I'm going to go back to that. Now this is my stop point, so I am going to grab right here the run path, and we could do a round swirly. We could like this, maybe that. I should have marked how far away it should have been, but I didn't. Oh, we do definitely need to change that color to match our bones, which is purple, because, why not? Then let's do a paste of the bones, and let's move it over here and line it up where it's going to start. And I think that's the perfect amount of space in between. I kind of like it. You could do a line, you could do, I don't know, a smiley face. You could do anything that you wanted in between. I think the swirly is cool. Another thing you could do is, move them down a little bit, and you can make a, you don't have to just have one design. So again, I'm going into node mode, edit mode, and I'm just moving it around a little bit. I don't want it to cross over too much. So I'm just playing at this point. They don't have to be equal. They don't have to be anything like that. Let's move this to smooth, and then we can use our Bezier curves to get the look that I want. Let's connect. Now, how does that look? Oh, make sure you move your stop point. That kind of looks like maybe a bee was buzzing around or something. I don't know. Maybe it needs a bat or something in the middle. So let's go. Would it work to set it askew and have a stitch or two connecting the cap ends of the bones? You could do that. Yep, you could do that. You don't even have to do, whoops, wrong, I need this. You could do something like this, and that's, you could do the start and stop points right there. Move it, start and stop, and then this one would be start and stop. You could do, there's so many ways of doing it. That's why, I try to go over as many things as I can. I kind of like it with a little bit of space in between them, but you certainly don't have to. For example, we could get rid of this, and we could even do something like this. How about that? Okay, there's a jump stitch, so let's fix that. Let's, I always delete it because you might get confused. So what we want to do is the start should go there and there. Or you could do, a straight running stitch. You don't have to be, I'm getting ahead of myself here. We don't have to have it fancy. Sandy! The magic of shapes and creative designs and motifs. Make your own motifs. I think it adds a ton to any design. So copy and paste, and you can see there. So if you wanted it like this, and what I always do, if you don't want to mess with the points, there would just be a little jump. Maybe it would be best hooking up there. We could figure that out. Or we can pick the right here. Now, is it Optimize sequence, no. Optimize entry and exit. And there we go. And we do not have to worry about it. So that's what this one would look like. And sometimes I like to do a copy and a paste and then move it over. And it's going to be equal to that. Isn't that cool? This is what it's going to look like. Probably up a bit higher. Isn't that neat? Needs to go up. Ha! I actually really like this. I think that's cool. I think that's a lot of fun. So many things you guys can do. I could sit and play forever with these motif stitches. So do one with them close. You could do one like this. And what I would do here, using the tools that we have, I would line up their bottoms areas there, and then, you know, set the close start and stop points. I mean, you don't have to go into node mode every time. You could do it. You could do just one. You could do just two. You can, you know, do one below. You could do 3 or 4 of them, as long as the next set will connect. Or you could just do them in a straight line like what I was doing with the swirly in between. The only thing you don't want to do, shaping up to a scary Louis Vuitton, that's awesome, yes. We don't want a jump stitch, because if you're doing this on an 8x8 quilt square, that is seriously gonna suck. Okay, so play around with it, make sure it all connects. Oh, Jill Scarsbrick, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can do whatever you want, or I think in the bat one, we added different, or the lettering one, we added like a bat in between, or a scary ghost, or, I mean, you can even turn this one. It doesn't have to be the same way and do something like this. So it seriously is a lot of playing. I think it looks really cool. I think it's a whole lot of fun. So then you would have to save as a motif, right? Remember how I do it? I put it on a new page. Oh, I just needed a drink, sorry. You put it on a new page and then try it out and see if you made any mistakes. So you don't have to just do motifs or scary dogs or anything like that. We can do more with this. So I'm going to show it to you, then I'll show you how I did it. You guys may or may not have noticed this. Karina, thank you. This in the title pages, and you can see exactly what it is now. You can see it's just bones in a circle, and it kind of looks like an eyeball, so you could do something like that, still using the exact same bone I started off with. So then you could use the not aligning, the these ones here. Nope, duplicate, nope, repeat and carousel. And I had a lot of fun with that. Look at the look at this one, the bones in scatter. Isn't that fun? Isabel, thank you. Bullseye bone. Yeah, why not? You could put a swirl in the middle of it. I mean, you could make kind of like a strange, funny, weird, whatever Halloween design out of this and put like a swirl in the middle. It doesn't have to mean anything, and then, you know, do a couple more of them. I'll show you if I place one beside it. It looks really cool. This reminds me of the coffin candy with all the bones and you make a skeleton. I don't remember that, but that sounds fascinating. I'm sure I would like it even today. But look at the scatter ones. Isn't that cool? The scatter, all I did was I changed a few settings on this because I know this is a running stitch, so we can make it smaller and smaller than like the basics ones. So let's do the scatter first. You could also do it with your crossbones and if you have a skull. So let's pick this guy. And I'm going to change the color so we can see our new stuff. Something like lime green. Oh, that does not show up very well, does it? How about we'll go back to brown? There we go. That's fine. I need to zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to select it. And then I'm going to go up here so we can play with it. So how about repeat? And this is the first one. I just left it like that. So number across, let's see, 4. Number down, 3. Let's apply. Yes, number down. How about we do 4 down? And then we can play with different things. So distance between centers. I like that. Oh, if you had more than one color, then you wouldn't want to do that. The scatter skull with applique, an idea for Sue to create, and it's on the list. Yeah, there's so many things you can do once you get started working with the shapes and create a bone fence. Thank you very much. That's actually what it looks like. You could change it to be horizontal easily enough. You could make a motif stitch that would make a bone fence for your haunted house. Fantastic. I love to hear it. Now, for this particular design, it does not really make a difference if you mirror or flip, but you can if you want. See, that would almost make doorways. You could make a bone house. This looks like the beginning of it, so it's just an offset. I like that one too. Offset every other row by 50%. For some reason, I really like that. Offset every other. Yeah, I didn't like that because they crossed over. So let's do this one. And I thought, okay, that is, there we go, sorry. That is different again from this one. And I thought, you know what, if you wanted to make it more, what you could do is select the whole thing, and we're going to convert this to complex fill. And then what I did is I just picked some of them, either in a pattern or random or whatever you want, and changed the colors. So, you know, we could think real Halloween colors. Let's throw a purple in there, and we need a lime green. I didn't mean to do that one the same, yellow. But doesn't that change the whole look of everything? I thought it was just fantastic. Let's make it a little bit bigger. I just thought it was awesome. Like, you could even do it as, you know, the bottom of something, continuous embroidery. So Shannon says, looks like the area my grandpa used to hold his horses. Almost, yeah. It could be anything. Well, you could do a skeleton horse in his paddock there. I think that would be kind of cool too. You could make a decorative frame out of this. Bones, border for a name. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Now that we have it done, you could select maybe 2 rows of it. 2 rows, yeah. And move it up, and you could write someone's name. So, you know, a split design, so much you could do. You could do that with the bones in the circle too. So this is where you get to play. Now I'm curious. I want to take this one and I want to do the repeat. Oh yeah, jump stitches, but we can fix that after. That's actually really cool. No, that's fine. Oh, I don't have any colors. Mirror every other, it's not, but, well, oh, I like that even better. So I mirrored it, and that'll make nice connections. We still have the run here, but we can fix that. I like it. Cool. Offset. I try every one because you never know. That's actually cool too. And that's kind of random. I really like that because it tilted them. So isn't that neat? So let's do apply and OK. And I mean, that is certainly a fast and easy way to make a design, isn't it? Complex fill. Yeah, isn't that cute? I really like that. I really like that. Let me see how big it is. So it's 3 by 3, so that is really cute. Make it more Halloweeny. Lila, thank you very much. And the jump stitches are gone. It's pretty clever program that it will do that. So I'm going to make it some Halloweenish colors. So purple, turquoise, green. I don't really have too many more. Let's do that one purple. Let's do that one turquoise. How cute is that? I really like it. I really like it. That was just accidental fun. And that is the reason why I try all those boxes. I try everything I see because you never know what's going to happen. Now, let's try these ones with the crossbones. See, now that looks like a Jack's game, I think. I think. So we're going to do the circle one. So repeats, angle, scale. We can make them bigger. Auto rotate. Bring them in, bring them in. See, I don't like that quite as much, but maybe you could put a skull in the middle and make it like a wreath. Tic-tac-toe, now wouldn't that be fun? I think that would be fun. You could use the O I made at the beginning for it. So again, there's no magic numbers. I just held it down until I got it to be what I wanted. So that's okay. We could have fun with that. And especially if you had more than one color on it. Let's hit OK. So, yeah, that's okay. That is okay. Shall we try another one? I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of stealing from this design, but that's okay. I'll move it over here. And I'm going to click the little arrow here and scatter. Oh, I bet you scatter's good. Let's try place. Now, this is pretty handy if you want to, you could make this, bring them in closer together. There's a whole bunch of like scoop and t-shirt. It would make easy breezy work for different things. You could make a box frame out of the crossbones. Yeah, you sure could, just by doing on the corner. And offset, design, scale, we could make it, let's make them bigger and see. No, apply, sorry, there we go. So I just doubled it. And let's do it. Let's do it because I think that's cool. Very cool. And let me check the size. I always check the size because I have huge stuff. So it's 8 by 5. So we are going to make that a bit smaller. We don't have any fancy stitches or anything. But look at this. Yeah, you could. Let's move in there a little bit. And it's all set up for you so you don't have to place anything at all. You could do it outlines as well. So let's copy and let's paste. A lot of things happen when you just try something. You never know. I flipped it the wrong way, but that's okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be on a slant and you don't have to match them perfectly. You could, because it's bones, right? So you can do whatever you want with bones. And look at that. Yep. You could do that. I kind of like that. And put maybe a skull or put some writing in the middle. Yep. That's cool ideas, man. You could make like a diamond out of it. Alphabet letters. Yep. Lots you can do with it. So let's try another one just for fun. That was place, reflect. This is where you could have fun. Not so much certain that auto resequence by color. I mean, this is a great way to place them out. So repeats, let's do 3. No magic numbers, just figure it out. Oh, okay. How's that for a cool pattern? Wow, just like that. I love it. It looks like Halloween argyle. Yeah, love it. I'm really loving that. Let's zoom in a little bit over here. How cool is that? Sorry, I got too click happy there. Way too click happy. Where'd we go? There we go. I got too click happy. So look at this design that we just made. Now, how big is it? I always check. 7 by 7, so 8 by 8. That says a quilt square to me. So that is a fantastic design. And you know what? You could go through and change some of the colors. See, now they're all grouped together. You could ungroup it. But to look at that, what do you guys see first? I don't see the X's. I see these diamonds with this in the middle. Yeah, see, that was the coolest thing ever. How about we try that again? How about let's try it in purple? And we went to, no, cancel. 3D, that would be a wicked as an accent block and a Halloween quilt. That's exactly what I'm thinking. You see circles, yeah, kind of different shapes of circles, like big ones, small ones, kind of like an argyle design, but in bones. How creative is that, guys? That's it. I'm just amazed. I love it. I love to play with it. So I picked 3. Let's try 2 and apply. That's basically the same thing, just smaller. But let's make some other adjustments. Let's change the angle to 10 and click apply. See, that makes a bit of a difference, but it looks like we're missing something in the middle. So I'm not really sure if I like that. Oh, and you can set the size. So let's take off 1. Oh, okay. That's how that works. That's neat. Let's take that off. Okay, I like that. So if you put both of them on, it's better. And I wonder if there's a really good number for that. That changes it a little bit. So, but not much. I think it's just as fine at 0. I'll have to sit and play around with that. But I really like that a whole lot. I think, so final size is 4 by 4. So you could do that. I see argyle, but I love argyle. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Robin, try negative. Ah, let's do that. I didn't think of that. Good thinking. So let's do 25, maybe? Negative? Bah! Wow! Great idea. I have no idea what that is, but I love it. Oh yeah. Great idea. Thank you, Robin. Brilliant. So that is how you change it anymore. Let's start off with my original number. Yeah, no, 25. So maybe let's try 50. Again, no magic number. And as Robin suggested, that it's negative. And that's exactly what I wanted. Now that is a quilt block that you can be proud of. Karina, I saw a bug too. Barbed wire. I saw a bug on the other one. So look at this one. So you guys can literally unlock the potential in your software. You know what you could do with this? You could put a monogram. You could put a name. You could do so many things. This could be a quilt block. Let me just check. Oh, it's all grouped, so I don't need to do a bounding box. So yeah, it's basically 5 by 5. You could add more. You know what? This would be 2. Hold on. Copy and paste. And let's move it over. Whoops. Move it over. There we go. Move it over and make more. Put 4 of them together. Yeah, wow. Look at this piece in between here. So then you can take these and we're going to copy and we're going to paste. So what the heck, guys? These are absolutely awesome. So I'm just playing around with placement here. Just because I might be able to come up with something different. Probably not, though, but anything's possible. That is a groovy pattern. That is really cool. Now this one is a little more spacey, and which is nice. But putting 4 of them together, yeah, I really like that. So that should be too big, but that's okay. Yeah, it's 10 by 10, but that's okay. We could see the pattern. What about if you did it as a continuous border with just 2 of them? Continuous border across the bottom. If you left off a nice border, yeah, yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. You could put skulls in each of the spaces for sure. You could put something like this. To me, could also be a really original, one-of-a-kind monogram with 3 letters in it. Because this circle part here kind of looks like, you know, the main one. So you could put initials in it. You could put a skull. You could put, you know, a bat, a sideways bat, and the bat going this way, and then maybe initial. I mean, I think it's incredible. And that is just from 4 circles and a rectangle. And we went from the lettering, which I really love how this happy turned out, to making kind of skullish, skeleton-ish dogs, changing colors, changing how it goes. I mean, this is so a scatter. Scatter is an insta quilt, I'll call it, to our patterns. Look at these patterns. And this, you know what? If you move back like that, I see snowflakes almost. And that might be a very, oh yeah, boo, each letter in the middle. Yeah, wow. All right, I think I might do that and see if we can't. I'll put it in the group and people can stitch it out. This is our creation. So on the fly is the best way to go. That was so much fun. Thanks to Robin's suggestion there, because that was awesome. Yes, eyes on a skull. See, now look at this one, Misha. Look at this one down at the bottom, the turquoise one. That does look like Argyle. So we could call it Bone Argyle. That's what that would be. It does when you move it away. Now imagine it with a different color behind, because gray is kind of, you know, yucky. So I'm going to do this like this, and I'm just making a rectangle, and then I'm going to convert it. I just really, really want to see complex fill, and that's going to cover over it, of course. So all we have to do is just change the order of it, right? We're going to move the purple, move it even up here, should be enough. Yeah, what do you think of that now, Nisha? What do you think of that? Awesome. If we could make it in 2 colors, I'm pretty sure you can, because it had color sorting on it. So adding a different color background really, really makes it. What could we do? Maybe green instead of the purple. Let's do the green. Wow. Wow. I love that. I love it. Play around with colors. That is cool. That is really cool. So I'm hoping to see some bone quilt squares and play around with it, and I'm pretty sure, you guys, that we can do more than one color. Now, this was one piece. So, orange and black. Yes, I think orange and... I'm going to have to try it now. I'm going to have to try it. So, is it this one? No, I have so many things here. It's sometimes hard to find it. So, let's do orange at the front. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Black at the back. There you go. Did it change to black? Yes, it did. Sorry. I don't know why that looked weird. You know, you could even put a background on this part too and remove overlaps and clear it out. So, yeah, that's pretty clever. Okay, one more thing, ladies, and then we shall call it a day. I just want to try the theory. Here we go. So I had to find my bones there. So we've got 2 bones. I'm going to zoom right in so we can see. So this is just kind of an experiment. And I want to see how well it'll turn out. So I'm going to tilt that bone, and I'm going to put it black. And I'm going to take this bone, and I'm not going to merge them or anything, because I'm going to have them 2 colors. So let's see how it works and see how good the connections are. I'm just darn curious. I haven't tried it yet. I've thought about it a couple times. Just designed a fabric I would definitely have to buy. I know, right? I got to think of something fun to do with it. So there's our X. Let's go into here, and it was reflect, and yeah, angle, so -25, and apply, and oh, we need more repeats, 4. Auto resequence by color. Okay, how cool is that? I think that looks even better. It almost looks like a secret message or something. Isn't that cool? Repeats 3. How about 2? We tried 2 before. Well, I think that's neat. How about 4? Just to try. Yeah, it gets... I think I like 2. I think I like 2. I really like that. So, how many designs did we create in this? A lot, I'm going to say. Now, this is similar to this one, how it turned out, but different as well, because why? Because I started off with a different image. I used the same bones, but they were crossed differently. And look, it looks like the black are in the background with the orange over top like that. So let's do a copy, and let's do a paste, and move it over and line it up. And of course they're all grouped, so we could make that a little bit better, or I could do this, select both of them and use the tools that I've got, and now they're perfectly lined up. And I think that's spectacular. It's almost like bone lace. That would be cool. I've been watching, but I had a phone call that kept me from chatting. So hi everyone. Thanks, Sharon. Well, we have had a party with this, and I really do think this is cool. So group, and is it color sorted? I just want to check that. It sure did color sort. You know what? You could delete the orange or delete the black, and those are pretty cool designs as well. You could move them. So it's all color sorted, so it does work. I really like these for sure. I think this was the most fun we've had playing with. Look at that. One design, 4 circles and 1 rectangle. I tell you, people who are missing these classes are missing out on stuff. Everyone should know how to do this, because it's super, super creative. So one bone, and look at all we did. I'm going to zoom way out. Look at all we did with it. Look at all the designs. Little designs, big designs, fun designs, playing games, scattering fabric. These patterns are stunning. Yeah, the dog. It is creative. And just remember when you were doing something like this that it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I know that rectangles, the dog's spines aren't rectangles, but who cares, right? You know exactly what it is. So these last ones that I did, I'm really happy with. I think they are fantastic. And it was just an accidental thing. So it goes to show you guys, try everything. Try everything. Try, you know, click on stuff, try it. Robin with the -25. I was moving on already. I didn't think of it. So this is why we work together. And this is why we, you know, do lives, because you can throw ideas like that. And I'm going to try it. So it's fantastic. Misha, I love those quilt bones. The Argyle one, I will save it out and put it in the group. All of these ones. I'm going to make sure it'll stitch out right. For sure. I made it before the end. Well, thank you. So, guys, play with your bones. I know that sounds really weird, but you should be inspired to come up with your own bone patterns. So, and different because of the way I crossed them. Oh, so much fun. This was so much fun. So, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. Remember, in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group, to vote for what you want to do on the weekend. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. You can't see me, but I'm waving. Bye, everyone.